The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us. We have the Dow Industrials up 19, S&Ps up 5, Nasdaq up 16, gold contract down $8.70, trading at $13.0980 an ounce. You have silver down 10 cents, $15.70 an ounce. Light sweet crude, look at that, baby.
Quite a move.
$1.35 downtown, folks. $51.40 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note down 6 ticks. 122.05. 30-year off 12 at 146.16. King dollar. King dollar's making a move higher. Up 319 ticks. 96.735. King dollar, folks, looks like it's going to make a triple top out here. It's going to get really intriguing because it took out its January high with tremendously lighter volume last week, going for the December, and we'll bring that up as soon as we go through the rest of these. Euro's at 112.93 to 1 U.S. dollar. The yen is out here at 110.42, and the pound is out here at 128.72. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. So let's go look at this dollar first, because bottom line is that last week you had that dollar get over its January high. Volume was tremendously lighter. That being said, guess what? It wants to make the run. So this is what we had. January 24th, 96,375, 33,000 contracts. We take that out with 15,000. You're going after the high, which is 97,195.
December 14th.
Yep. So we'll see where this shakes out. It's still, that's still, well, that'll give you about 25,000 contracts out here today.
Quite a move for sure. And I think I'm just going to check where did it's interesting, because I saw when I pull up on one of the contracts, it was above 97, right? This doesn't show it, but remember I just pulled it up on, I wonder which one this pulls up. When I enter this is the dollar index, DXY.
That's a DXY.
Okay.
So it is the same one, but the DXY is the Bloomberg dollar index.
Okay. Okay.
And, you know, that might be like a continuous contract.
Sure, right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
I just happen to notice on that spike higher that did make it above 97. Interestingly, you know, I mentioned in the update Euro under 113, just both kind of critical
let's
levels
look at the DXY.
for that price level.
DXY. Yeah, this is how Bloomberg does the dollar index. Oh, look at now. See, this is interesting too. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's 97, but boy, it's funny how it works, right?
Does this have volume?
This looks. I don't believe. This is not a tradable instrument. I don't think.
Right.
Yeah. No,
it's just an index.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's interesting, like, because this is so much lower than the actual dollar index is. When,
okay,
you know,
I'm forgetting where that one. So what is that high? 97,711 or something like that.
Yeah, but you can see how, you know, it seems like you just visually you're tremendously lower versus, which makes sense too, but because what ends up happening, this is the future. You know.
No, that's what I didn't.
No.
No. Right up against it, even closer, actually.
Yeah,
right?
that's my point.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
That's my point.
Sure.
That this is the tradable one. So it's going to be cool watching this thing shake out, folks. Let me show you something that happened on Friday night. This is pretty cool. And if you want to understand, just in general, how the price points are important, but that it's even like market participants, they seem to know these price points sometimes, and it's like, oh my, it's just a mind blower. So watch this. So if we take a look at this on Friday, what you're going to see is that your high of the prior week, right, was 271.20.
So we're going back 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was looking for the market was going against the October downdraft.
Okay.
And that number was 270.36.
Okay.
Okay. So you got to remember 270.36, folks. Now watch what happened coming into the close. It's really cool Friday, man. It's like, so we were below the 270.36, which would give you a failure in price and volume.
Sure.
On the weekly basis, right?
Sure.
And look at this bar. Now, this happened at all the indices. At 10 minutes of 4, folks, right? Boom, it comes barreling in. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
You know, and so that's why you have higher price today. Now, my take on this today is that we've already reached the highs of the day. You know, but this is what ends up happening when something like that happens at the end of the day. So we'll see how this shakes out. You get, you know, the high was established on the open, and we'll see whether it can get up there again. It's going to be interesting watching the whole thing shake out. Gold. The gold market in GCJ.
Quite a little pullback this morning on gold.
Yeah.
Right? 13.18 down to about 13.09.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13.10.
And what's going to be cool here, now this is what you have. And, you know, I had this in the gold report this morning. So it's going to be really hard. So last Thursday, folks, we came down and you had an expansion of volume in the contracts as well as the gold equities and silver equities. Now, that being said, that expansion was still lighter than what you were going against. But you got to look at this, okay? So gold goes down to 1306. You have volume of 167,000. You're going against 272. Then what happens on Friday? You go a little bit higher. Volume's not bad, not great, 136. What happens here, and this is where a higher volume low helps you, is that you're going against that 1306 number.
Sure.
Okay? And if we look at this intraday, what you're going to see, and this happened with the equities. So with the equities, you're going to see intraday, that bottom line is that, you know, you're selling, and then it didn't break the swing low from Thursday.
Yep.
And, you know, we'll see what comes down here.
Okay.
The equities themselves, it's going to be hard to break those equities down specifically because that's exactly what they did, too. Like if we go look at, well, let's just take Newmont. You can take any of them. Newmont didn't have the high volume low on Thursday. Okay, I need something with the high volume. Let's take AEM, high volume low on Thursday. Look at that, didn't do it either. So that's why the XAU and the HUI, gold didn't do it. I know that. Let's see, AEM, AG. Let's see if. Okay, so this one did. So you had First Majestic, right? That goes down hard. That goes from $6 to $5.83. You can see the expansion of volume, 3.3 million. That being said, it was going against 4. But then on Friday, that was going up. Let me do. I know gold didn't do it because gold went topside on Friday. Look at that.
Quite a move, yeah.
Yeah, that's Barrick Gold is really strong, man. Okay, so EXK. Yeah, here's one of them. So you had EXK come down. That had expansion 830. Friday you only did 362, and you're still going against 1.1, 1.2, 1.1, and 1.2. So what you have out here, that's always a nice setup because you need some big volume in order to break that after so quick.
Yeah.
I mean, it just went down Thursday.
Sure.
You know what I mean? If that didn't have a chance to build any cause. You know?
And I know you were writing in the gold report, big week in earnings for
It's
a lot
huge.
of those gold companies
Yeah.
I saw. Yeah.
There's the 13th, 14th of February, folks.
Yeah.
Huge amount of earnings.
Wednesday, Thursday this week.
Yeah,
This
right.
week, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Some of the higher volume equities out here. Let's take a look at them. You get GE up 26 cents, Advanced Micros down 11. You got Roku down 261. What's that? Oh, look at
down
that.
6%.
Up $6. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow just went negative. S&P's up 3. Coming right back.
The TAS Profile Scanner is the most revolutionary piece of trading software that you will ever try. Wouldn't you like to approach the markets with confidence? As you begin your trading day, it's likely that you'll be faced with lots of decisions. In order to make the best decision, the first thing you'll need is a strategy that will help you minimize your risks. Whether we're in a bull or bear market, a good strategy is to have the tools needed to help you scan and analyze the markets before you trade. The TAS Profile Scanner instantly scans and filters over 2,500 global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, president of TAS Market Profile, the TAS Profile Scanner understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications, automated trading algorithms, and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. Whether you're looking at the trade matrix, the ETF heat grid, the market breadth, the landscape charts, or the many other features of the TAS Profile Scanner, this is a piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the markets and set up your trades. The team at TAS has even put together a 12-part video series to walk you through every aspect of the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find directly on the TAS order page at TFNN.com. Sign up now for only $97 a month with a risk-free 30-day trial, so you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. See for yourself how you can harness the full power of the TAS Profile Scanner by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services section. Remember, with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Don't let another day pass you by without trying out this amazing piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the market and how you place trades. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials up 14, Nasdaq's up 25, S&Ps are up 6.5. And let's go over that oil contract. We got a lot of movement there. In fact, if you look at all these futures, look at those futures, man. You know, if you happen to be watching Tiger TV, folks, if you're not watching Tiger TV, you're going to see there's quite a bit of red. The only futures that are positive is you got cocoa up 0.9%, natural gas is up 3.5%.
Natural gas, 9 pennies. That's quite a move, especially when you're only trading at 258.
It's huge.
Coming into that,
let's look at that one first.
Oh, man, look at that. And it was up to 274.
Yeah.
So already 7 cents off the high, too.
Natural gas, I'm telling you, man.
Oh, man, watch out. Watch
Crude
out.
oil. Okay, so let's take a crude. You know, now this is a delayed quote, but bottom line is that you're down 1.5% right now. 387,000 contracts. Now, that's going to be big contract volume for this time of day. You know, the full day on Thursday, which had high volume, was 749. So that low was 5180. So that's going to be a benchmark. That's the one we'll keep our eye on out here today, 5180. We got it as low as 5126. This one is telling me we're at 5190 right now.
Can I just go a little bit?
Yeah.
I just want to see the day's action as well. Yeah, I was going to say it must have just gotten a big pop because I couldn't believe it. That is quite a pop, man.
It is. Huge.
What do they got going on in that market? We just traded up almost 60 cents in the span of a 10-minute. I'm just going to jump to the live one, all right, real quick. Jump over here. There's your crude chart. Yeah, so right at 10 o'clock when we came on the air, we were trading at 51.40. We traded up almost 51.95. Okay.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Yeah.
The inside the Dow Industrials, take a look at the strength versus the weakness. Point-wise out here, Boeing. Well, there's not too much happening here. This is interesting. You know, Boeing's putting 10 positive points. Visa, 9. Caterpillar, 8. Taken away from it, United Health, 19 negative. Disney's 12. Travelers is 7. Yeah, so this is an equity, folks. Valley. So Valley is the largest iron ore producer in the world. And you may have heard, like last week, okay, bottom line, huge dam broke. Stock goes from $15.45 down to $11.08.
Yeah, it's going back a couple weeks, I think, at this point, as time flies, but definitely.
It comes down on Friday, tests the lows, has lighter volume. Does it again this morning. Now, what happens here is that it was a great article on the front page of the New York Times, particularly about what, when you read, first off, that a dam broke, right? If you're in the metals market, you want to read this because it's pretty cool, because this is a threat, not so much as in the gold market, but they're done the same way. But iron ore, because there's so many tons of it,
Okay.
it's called an upstream dam. But listen to how this actually works. They have pictures of it, and it's awesome, man.
Okay.
So picture that you start, you're digging all the dirt out, right? What ends up happening is you have tailings out of it, right? Well, when they first start the dam, it is actually just dirt. It's not like what we would think about a dam, like a big cement wall that is holding something back, right? So it's a dike, really. Okay?
Yes.
So what they do is that they put a big piece, dirt, and then they start piping in all this mud from the mine.
Okay.
So the first level of mud, what they do is that they let that settle, and they're hoping that when it settles, okay, it'll stay as mud, and it won't liquefy, okay? So picture this. This is over the course of years. So they lay that down. And then the upstream of it goes like this. Now picture, you get a picture that there's cities underneath here, okay? So the first level is there. And then what ends up happening is that here's the dike. Well, upstream means that, okay, you fill up one, and then you go to the next level. So picture that you got levels going higher and higher. And each level, what ends up happening, they put more dirt there.
Okay.
And then they fill that in again, and more dirt and fill it in, more dirt and fill it in, okay? So this particular one had about 20 to 25 dikes going all the way up, right? And now this is normal in Brazil of how they do this. Well, the danger is that at any point, that can liquefy.
Okay.
Now, what happens with the liquefaction is that if you get way too much rain, bottom line is that little mud can all of a sudden goes through a little dirt, there's a pinhole, and then ba-boom, you're done. It's really a great education, folks, to understand of how these actually work and the definition of a dam.
Yeah.
Because
I happen to see a video, not even searching for it, just as they were talking about this equity over the weekend. I'm sure people may have seen it. It's startling. It is. In like a, earthquake type of way, as in just complete devastation type of.
Yeah, and it's a 3-page spread, and it shows the city before it, the city after it, okay? Goes down 5 miles. I mean, it's pretty intense.
Yeah. I mean, seeing the video of all of that coming, and there were cars in its path, you're seeing the video, I mean, it looks like a Hollywood movie type of natural disaster that you don't imagine. So,
no doubt.
Pretty unreal. Yeah.
So, this here, so what has ended up happening in Brazil because of that is that 3 other cities got evacuated in the last 10 days.
Okay.
Because now what's happening is that the engineering firms that basically say that no, these things will hold, have pulled that back, saying that no, maybe they won't hold.
Yeah, and they better if they just had the same exact case happen, right? So I'm sure that one was given it will hold, and then so if you're given that, well, guess what? They got to reevaluate.
So sad but true. But that's a stock that you want to keep your eye on now. And that's between the story and all that, this may be, because watch this, folks, what has happened on the other side of that. If you look at iron ore, iron ore is going topside,
because of this, because the other ones exactly.
Yeah. Look at that move.
Oh, definitely.
So November 30th, iron ore is at 445 per 100 ton. Yeah. And now you're at 655.
And most of that, just to focus in, I think that was the day probably of the, so from that time we've gone from 533 to 655 too, not even counting the recent run leading up to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty wild, man. Mining is a dirty business, particularly if we'll see whether it changes in the aspect of what the regulation is, because they're self-regulated there in Brazil.
I don't even know what that means.
That means that you're the Democratic leader of Brazil, right?
Yes.
Valley, any other company, all as I have to do, you don't have a regulator come out to me. I hire a regulator. I pay that regulator to say that.
You create your own report saying everything's good.
That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I don't think we need to talk about the loopholes in that system.
Oh, it's what's so crazy, folks, is that we're in 2018, in 19, and it blows my mind that people can still actually not only get away with the aspect of how that works, but that some people will actually believe that really that's how know. I mean, the incentive is insane.
Yeah.
So anyway, pretty wild, man. Market-wise, this is it. You know, the bottom line is this market can't hold price. This looks to me like you get a test of, that's pretty cool.
I was just going to jump over because
that shows
the
it, right.
Den hooking it up, they posted the link in there before we could even get it.
Good.
And that was, so they're just talking about...
as soon as we come back, we'll go through this, because it's really cool. That's the picture. It's really cool to understand how this works, folks, so you can understand the world kind of in general.
And then, look, they had added setbacks to address problems with seepage in lower parts, so they're constantly trying to... And they didn't keep up well enough,
they put a couple boards in, Stay right there, folks. Tom and I come right back. Hi, folks. Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And one of the targets sent us over the link. This is pretty cool, folks. This is just a great education as to, how these things are done. So, because when you see the end of this, this disaster did not look like a disaster when we show you what it looked like prior to it. So.
Yeah, so they start off, I just backed, and this is a great article by the time, so people should check it out. I'm going to go back and read it fully myself, but just jumping through. So this is like stage one, right? You start the dike, You put some compacted dirt. You got the tailings in here. When the dam's open for business, waste from the mine was piped in behind the starter dike and subsequent dikes. So you keep diking up more, right? The tailings are mixed with water and piped into this dam area. And then
look at that. That's the picture.
And then you just talk about how, so they're piggybacking, right?
Yes.
Those dikes, and then building it higher and higher and higher. High water pressure could potentially breach the dam and help produce liquefaction. That's what you kind of talked about. And they just keep adding them, and I guess that's where, you know, somewhere that they had setbacks to address problems with seepage in the lower parts of the dams. They must have had some water trickling through here, right?
In that article, it has that at one point 3 or 4 years ago, they actually just put some boards up.
Okay.
And
they're saying basically they're landfills, but they're wet landfills, right? You're dealing with this, and that's what you're supposed to manage. The unique construction makes them vulnerable to bizarre and potentially devastating process called liquefaction, like you were talking about. So we don't have to go through all of it, but that is pretty cool. Just
now
the
look
education.
At that picture there, folks. That is the actual.
This is the dam, right?
This is the dam.
It doesn't look like it, but when it's built on dirt,
it could be a big football field.
Right.
You know?
When it's built on dirt, you don't have concrete. Grass is just going to grow over that dirt, right? I mean, so that's why we were saying, man, that does not look like a ticking time bomb. And we'll see if we're going to pull this up. So this is
we can give
this
you
is the video, and you got a warning because it's graphic. So hopefully it's going to play. I'm going to blow it up.
You see this.
And it's pretty remarkable.
This is the first time. There it is. It's just breaking right now.
Yeah.
Like the dirt breaks.
And we're going to get a couple of views. So this is the first one, and I believe this is even slow motion, where that is almost an instantaneous process, right? You know, in terms of that collapse and the weight behind it, that is flowing it.
And
then this is a pretty unreal one, where it's just an extension. And unfortunately, you know, so many people losing their lives. Hopefully it's people, but you can see how quickly, and that's what I was kind of talking about. This is the exact clip I was referencing, this one, saying it looks like a Hollywood.
So that, you're looking at a bridge or something, and inside that article has, folks.
I think this might be a conveyor belt. You see the lift up?
So,
this is a piece of equipment.
Inside of that, there was only, like, there's 150 people that died, I guess, but there's like 75 of them that were working there. There's 2 workers that got away just because one heard to the other. He says, "Oh, is that a flat tire?" He says, "No, that's a dam. Run!" And they ran upstairs, and they lived. But
man, oh man,
pretty intense.
So pretty remarkable. And that's, you know, that's going to be sensationalized, as in they're going to have to deal with it, because that's
well,
everyone there is able to see that as well, you know, and they're going to be hopefully held accountable to make sure that
Right. I mean, something else got to be done there. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. So, look at that. Gold's coming all the way back. This is going to be interesting watching this shake out too, folks, because the gold doesn't want lower price, man. You know, and this is impressive, folks, that the dollar's almost at its highs. You just had a nice buy at 1010. 4,700 contracts within that bar. That means that you're going to get a rejection of lower price, and I don't believe we've got a rejection of higher price yet in the dollar index. But this is interesting. You're not getting any volume, though. Look at that. When we started, it was 10,200 and something. They only put 200 and something contracts in, and, well, it's only a half hour, but that's not many contracts.
How about Tesla? Tesla getting an upgrade today. I think at about 10 o'clock it was up about 2.6%. Yeah, pretty close. So they got an upgrade from some analysts. Not that it doesn't matter, but it really doesn't matter in terms of some analysts, though, putting their price grade from like 330 to 400 and change, and talking about that their woes might be behind them in terms of Elon Musk going a little crazy in 2018, the build up to Model 3s, which are now coming out. So yeah, and that's where far fewer concerns in 2019. Raised to 450, so not even 400 and change. We believe the last 2 quarters and guidance have removed significant concerns for both production and profitability. A more stable 2019, fewer concerns, including Elon Musk. He's calmer. He's ready to go.
Well, it's wild.
Until his next appearance on the Joe Rogan show or something. No.
Yeah, well, you know.
He has been, but man,
listen,
man, the bar, they talk about raising and lowering the bar, right? Yeah. He hasn't made a snafu to get investigated by the SEC in like 2 to 3 months, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's all good." He's at, so just keep that in mind, folks.
And what's intense here is that on the front page of the Wall Street Journal today, right?
Okay.
There's an article about how many people love Tesla, but how many horror shows there are about getting it fixed.
They may have some problems here, and because my lease is up in 2 months, I'm a great case scenario. I could potentially get one. They're expensive what they offer, man. They have a lot of great competitors when you're just not talking about completely electric. And I've heard those stories myself, and it makes me a little apprehensive.
When you read that
so
story...
I am a perfect consumer in that market.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to myself, you know what, maybe I come out of the lease, maybe I get something used for 2 or 3 years. Can always sell that and let the kinks kind of work themselves out.
So this story, folks, okay, this got to be an anomaly, I hope. Guy's in love with Teslas, big time, right? You know, gets a Tesla, gets into a small accident, just a bumper. Took him 6 months to get a bumper. Doesn't have a car.
Okay.
He's going out of his mind.
I bet.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll see where it goes. Those battery packs, that's what really start getting me on those. Meaning, you know, I liked Tesla before, but when we looked at that battery wall.
That was the Home Power by Tesla, whatever it is,
right,
yeah.
Right.
And again, that one's all solar. The cars, you're just, and that's where if you start tying things together, right? Tesla really wants you to buy that Home Power pad. You're powering off solar, then you're powering your car off of that. Because right now, you're powering your car and you're paying electric, you know?
Okay.
I mean, you're not going to save 100% of your money.
Right.
Your electric bill is going to go up 10, 20 bucks a month, something like that. I don't know, but nothing compared to the gas. But also, a couple $100 a year, so, you know, there's value. As
if there's power, if you're on
that's their
solar,
goal.
you're in great shape. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at the XLF, those financials out here. So, yeah, financials can't get out of the way. So we're 2570. You smack right into the October 11th number. That was, what, 2721. Never even made it, actually. So let me see. The 12th is 2691. Yeah, so the XLF is showing it's actually one of the weaker indices out here. You know, because the S&P got right up into, as did the NASDAQ 100, got into these areas where, you know, the October 12th, October 11th. This didn't. You know, you had some juice on the way down. You know, we'll see where this shakes out. JP Morgan. Yeah, that's in the lower price. What's going to get intriguing is that right now you have the one of the biggest industries. Let me see if I can find this. This is pretty cool. You have the, in Florida right now, the next 4 days, folks, is that the biggest ETF get-together is happening for all these big banks, right?
Okay.
And what the article is about is that how paranoid the ETF trustees are for every ETF, because Fidelity was one of the first ones saying you can trade everything for nothing. No,
yeah, free, right?
Yeah, free. And that's
kind of a way to bring you into the ecosystem,
That's right.
Like
that
a
has
loss
hit
leader.
the mutual fund business. It hasn't hit the ETF business yet, because the speculation is that's the elephant in the room. Like, are you going to do it?
Sure.
Am I going to do it? Who's going to do this thing
The race
first?
is on.
Yeah, the race is on. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I will come right back. Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com. educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials down 14, Nasdaq up 19, S&P's up 3.5. And as you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, you're going to see right on the front page our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes. We're celebrating his Timer of the Year, 2018 S&P Timer of the Year. And you can come over, check out his newsletter, absolutely free. First 14 days, right?
You got it, man. So we're going to run this through Wednesday. Only 2 days left. I'm sure we'll send out a promotional email, but this will run through Wednesday. So we've had it up here for about a week and a half. It'll run about a couple weeks as in the promotion, but anytime you sign up, 2 weeks completely free. You can choose any subscription that you'd like, whether you want to sign up for a month, maybe you sign up for the 6 months, still you're charged absolutely nothing. You get 14 days to try this newsletter out. You can cancel it anytime, and you end up with some archive workshops as well in there. He's got the TD Setup 9 count, Advanced Decline Oscillator, along with his awesome daily newsletter. I encourage people to check it out while this special is going on. Steve Rhodes, Timer of the Year 2018, and I believe he's also got a workshop coming up at the end of this month that you can get in there for as well. So get in there, subscribe, 14 days, check that out. And then you were looking at this article, man.
Yeah, this is sad.
Man, oh man, I know. It's always sad when this stuff happens. So you have another crypto story, right? In terms of, now this is Quadriga, and this is the one where the CEO passed away and has all the keys, right?
Yes, up in Canada.
Okay.
Right.
So they're talking about one specific investor, about $422,000. And I wanted to get in. Did you see how he wanted to save a few bucks on transfer fees? How that apply? I wasn't sure how that. So let's see, 115,000 clients. The sudden death of the firm's founder.
190 million is gone.
And protected by his passwords, unretrievable. You know, we talk about it all the time, man. If you're in an exchange, this is what happens. This is what would happen if America's exchanges weren't regulated.
Right.
You know, this is what would happen. You just have the, you know, no regard for going bankrupt because it's all risk. And that's why they're regulated, because you have basically a CEO who has all the keys to everything. Yeah. And he unfortunately passes away surprisingly, and they can't get access to any of it. So he believes he's one of the largest ones with 422,000, but still is almost 190 million, right? Bought Bitcoin in the U.S., transferred it to Quadriga, and immediately sold it for Canadian dollars, which was supposed to be deposited in his Canadian bank account. That was in October. He's still waiting. Anytime you're dealing with hundreds of thousands of dollars, don't put it in someone else's trust.
Right.
He didn't know who the CEO was.
Right. And the thing is, you know, this is wild. This story is going to be a long story, folks, and there's going to be something else that's in it, because this right here is a heads up. Okay, this is October. This guy just died 3 weeks ago.
Sure.
So why wasn't that, you know, transferred into the account?
Again, when it's unregulated, you know, I've never heard of this exchange.
No,
you know,
neither.
There's probably a ton of exchanges when you go across the entire globe, especially if an unheard of exchange can accrue $200 million worth of
it's
crypto.
amazing.
Yeah. And you just don't know what's going to happen when you transfer that. And it could be just as simple as they could just create a 60-day withdrawal, and then they get to roll all that money in themselves or something.
Right,
You know,
right.
That's like best case scenario
Right.
versus the bad things that happen. Yeah. I would not trust that, and it seems like he just wanted to go through an intermediary to make it as simple as possible, probably. But guess what? You gave that money to somebody in that regard. You know, is that? Yeah, that's a tough one, man. We'll keep hearing about it. Hopefully, they do crack those. It seems like in this day and age, though, for $200 million at stake, I imagine there's a lot of brilliant computer programmers out there who are saying, I know they say everything's unbreakable, but we always see that when there's that much at stake, or we've seen whether it's the Justice Department said they couldn't hack the iPhones, right? Well, then it came out that they kind of could hack the iPhones.
Right.
Somebody figured out a way, right? There was somebody that came out. $200 million bounty, there'll be people.
There's a couple stories out there already that, let's say that you're a pro in this deal, that a couple of the big pros already come out and said, nope, something's dirty here. Do you know what I mean? Something is not.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
that's not that simple.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't put it past it. It's the new Wild Wild West. We talk about it, right? You have CEOs dying unexpectedly. They have all the keys to all the money, and then the money's all of a sudden gone. You better be a little skeptical of that for sure.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, bless
Excuse
you.
me.
Bless
Thank you.
Let's take a look at those. Even like pulling up those different currencies. We're getting some action in the dollar.
Look at that,
So again, this is the DXY, a little bit different than the future contract you're pulling up, but back kind of almost at session highs, right? Pulling this down, I mean, just a few seconds ago, and of course you have the three currencies that are biggest contributor in that dollar index. Euro would correlate to that spike as well. You got Euro 112.78 now, Yen
higher,
110.43, and then that pound 128.64. That good old pound coming into that March 29th Brexit deal as
yeah, and now there's going to be a new date.
Of course there is.
Yeah, so
why don't you just push back to 2024?
Well, this is the new. Let's see, where are you? FTSE? No, yeah, FTSE.
Yes.
What you have is that Theresa May, and she said that she's going to. The date's still the same about the
March 29th.
The Brexit in general, but she said she's going to go back to Parliament so they don't have a total meltdown, I believe.
Maybe if we're just going to the pound and then go to the GBP.
Before the end of February, a couple of days before the end of February, there's going to be another vote. And she's trying to make a deal with the Conservatives.
Okay.
So that, everyone knows where they stand as much as you'd know before March 1st.
And I saw in that too. I didn't even realize it. I think it was 8 straight days dollar has been positive. It's quite a streak as we come into today.
No, it is. It is. And you can see that it's trading off of the pound and the euro though, and the euro never got any traction even when the pound did.
We'll have to find that. I don't see any of the headlines that jump out. There's a lot. They got a lot of headlines on a daily basis going on in the pound over there.
Yeah.
They sure
And then we had Asia partially come back. Asia will be full tonight after their Lunar New Year.
Okay.
So if we go take a look at that, what you're going to see is back online last night you had Hang Seng was online, Shanghai was online. It looks like Taiwan and the Nikkei will come on tonight. You can see the dates.
Okay, I was looking for how. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, the Hang Seng, Shanghai, they went. But we'll see where that shakes out tonight. So we got a lot of moving pieces here. Basically coming in this week.
Yeah.
And earnings are out there. As I said, we're still in earnings season in a big way.
I think we've had like 2/3 of the S&P come out at this point through this cycle.
Yeah. Well, we got to take Apple. Apple's getting a lot of bad news out here this morning, man.
What are they getting?
They're just the numbers that come out in China are pretty dramatic. Like down 19%.
There we go. Little change. That's the one thing, the stock itself. But after a reported smartphone shipments plummeted in China in the final quarter of 2018, suggesting that issue, a major headwind over the past several months, is priced into the stock, as in the stock isn't trading lower even with this news, right? That people kind of anticipated. This has been the headwinds in terms of it was down as much as 0.6. but we just looked at it. It's basically flat. And according to the research, Apple's smartphone shipments in China fell an estimated 20% in the fourth quarter, outpacing a 9.7% in the Chinese. So even if China's shrinking at 10, they just shrunk at 20.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Big money.
Big money.
Wants to pay $1,000 for a phone.
Oh, man.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
The universe provides us with opportunities all the time, and I was no different. In 2006, I invested $2,500 in a 2-day master trader course taught by Tom O'Brien, then ranked as the #1 market timer for gold. The fact is, if you want to be the best, you must learn from the best. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability and the Market Timer of the Year for 2018. To celebrate this accomplishment, TFNN.com is offering you a free 2-week subscription to my award-winning newsletter service, and there's no charge to you until day 15 unless you cancel sooner. That's right, we're waiving the normal upfront deposit, and this offer is available to anyone and everyone, even if you've tried Mastering Probability before. Sign up now, and I'll teach you the tool that identified the bottom in the Dow on January 26th, the morning that led to the largest daily point gain in history. This offer will expire on February 10th, so go to the homepage of TFNN.com now and click on Mastering Probability.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrial is right now down 3. Nasdaq is up 18. S&Ps are up 3. Market's having a hard time holding price.
Yeah, dollar index 424 ticks now.
Ooh, that's a big number.
It is. And that one, again, is going to be like 96,840. But that means the DXY we're looking at is probably at 97.10 at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get price going.
Oh, yeah.
11,000 contracts. You know, that's going to go for the high. The high is 97,195.
Definitely.
You're right next to it.
We
man.
are.
You know,
300, 350 ticks.
Yeah. And, you know, it's going to be cool watching this shake out, folks, because this would be a classic triple top, man. I mean, what's this? This kind of just lays out really cool.
Sure.
And you don't see these things, man. You know, I mean, if you read technical analysis books, you know, you see them and they're classic. But you don't see a lot of them. It's really hard to do a triple top.
Sure.
You know, we'll see if that's the case. You know, of course, that's the bearish view. The bulls really can blow right by this, like in a heartbeat.
It must look like a quad top there, right? You got the 3 back from.
Oh yeah, no,
1, 2, 3.
Right.
and then we're right there.
Yeah. And
Critical level, no matter what, coming into that area.
It is. In fact, if we go, let's go just do the continuous contract. Yeah, see, that's what the DXY is.
Sure.
The DXY is the continuous contract.
Which would make sense because they got to have it continuous, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
You can see that. It's just laid out really cool, actually. And so the continuous contract is much lower than the high, you know.
And again, just so I think it is still a little different, though, because somehow we're still at 96,860. Maybe we're just delayed on here, just so as everybody follows along. But
maybe. Yeah. Let's see. Oh.
Yeah, see.
That's what it probably is.
Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. We got Fast Market coming up next, and we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.